I've hit GM, here's what I learned and some tips. Okay, that's gonna be crazy. Let's see. I want to hit GM as well.
Let me
Okay, let's watch. Normal
introducing
video.
myself. I am Little Eagle, but my original name is Orzełek. Yeah,
Little Eagle. So I should call myself Młode Jebo, I guess.
I know, the easiest word in Polish, so I will use my English counterpart. I am a flex support player and part-time
Okay, whatever.
Overwatch Coach. My
Small sounds better in my opinion than little. Okay, but okay, I see it's the wordplay. It's Little Eagle.
journey with
I see,
Overwatch started
okay, I
in
guess.
2018. My friend and I were looking for
Okay,
a
shush.
part-time
I need to stop fucking talking, bro. I need to like actually react to this, bro.
Overwatch Coach. My journey with Overwatch started in 2018. My friend and I were looking for a game to play together, and we chose, some would say, this piece of garbage. After hitting Diamond, I felt like I wanted to try something new, so I joined a plat team called Pachimari Legend as a coach. After some time in 2021, I got to Masters and stayed that way for many years. I believe that the main reason for it is because I was focused way more on developing my coaching skills.
I hope he's not gonna shit talk me, bro, because oh my god, bro, now I have fucking PTSD attack when I joined them and like he was IGL/coach and he was like fucking terrible, bro. It was exactly like 2020 or something. I hope he's not gonna trash talk me that
rather than helping myself with the knowledge as a player. It's not like I didn't want to be a better player, it wasn't my priority anymore. I have spent a lot of time learning about the theory of Overwatch, but also on being a good teacher and mentor by watching videos on YouTube or by practicing. My biggest achievement as a coach in Overwatch so far was coaching a tier 3 team no other way. Everything I've done was so I could do something
Who the fuck is no other way, bro? Respectfully.
that I really liked, and that is helping others. It wasn't always easy. A lot of people in the Polish community are toxic and
That's literally the perfect sum, bro. Oh my god, what did I tell you guys, bro? I told you, bro, like Polish Overwatch comp scene is like, you need to have big balls and strong mental, bro. It's not for everyone, bro. If you played Overwatch comp scene in Poland, bro, after 1 year your fucking mental is like solid, bro. You either die, you quit any comp games, or your mental is so strong that anyone can shit talk anything about you, and you're not gonna be like, you just won't be bottled, bro. You just don't give a fuck about anything, bro. 1 year in Polish fucking comp scene in Overwatch is basically like military for you, bro. After 1 year of playing with Polish players in comp on highest level, like, you've been through so much trash talking, like, bro, like, these guys have no filter, bro. They're gonna tell you the most fucked up things about you, bro, and your family and everything, bro. So if you survive 1 year in Polish esports, in Polish Overwatch esports, your mental is, like, unbreakable, bro. You're just unbottled for the rest of the life, bro. Not only in other, like, comp games, but also in real life, bro. You just don't care, bro. Cause you've heard everything. Alright, let's continue, bro.
like to look down on others that are worse in Overwatch. I was their victim too, but it's not a topic of this video. In 2025, I put my coaching career aside and came back to being a player.
Wait, what did he say
My
about
coaching
Spylo? Yeah, he is the goat,
Career
bro.
aside and came back.
I said like, wait, what's the video, by the way? Overwatch counting uses Spylo exposed. I mean, in Polish community, yes, that's true. Like, in general, I don't know. I think, like, coaching, bro, if not Spylo, I will be still us in this game. Maybe not us, but, like, people like Spylo, like, Commander X, like, Kayor, like, who else, bro? Like, all their, like, Overwatch channels that stopped making guides, like, Blizzard guides, how was this guy called? Coach Mills. I think he's still making videos. He wanted to leave for Marvel Rivals, but I think he came back after like 1 week. So yeah, like, all of these people like made me the GOAT at this game. So like, I would say coaching is really important, and especially coaching on YouTube, because like, it improves like the entire community. Like, when it comes to coaching pros, like, in some cases it might be useless because people have ego and they don't care, but when it comes to like coaching like basic Overwatch audience, like, it's really, and like, it doesn't even have to be Overwatch, but like in general, like in all games, like, we need coaches on YouTube because they really help to improve like the entire community. So like, your basic experience as a player that's above average is gonna be better at video games, because you're gonna have more people that actually know what is basics of the game. So in my opinion, coaching on YouTube especially is like still really important.
aside and came back to being a player, and I had one goal in my mind.
Okay, I fact checked. What do you mean? What was the team name again? He did not coach the T3 team. Yeah, I think he only said that was his dream, but I don't think he coached T3 team. It was like 4.5k. No, oh yeah, no other way. I don't know if he coached them. I think he only said it was his dream, but let's see.
My biggest achievement
Okay,
as a
never
coach
mind.
in Overwatch so far was coaching a
So he said he was coaching T3 team. Honestly, I don't know, bro. Like, these people are so fucking bad at the game, like in Overwatch now. Like, you play with people that claim to be T3, and these guys are fucking ass, bro. I had a fucking tank or support, bro. My manager brought him to us, and she was like, oh, this guy is tier 3. He said that he's really good at the game. He's like champion 5 or like grandmaster 1. He's goated. He's playing in T3, so he should like help us improve, and he's gonna be our sub for today's scrim. He played with us. That was the most dogshit tank player I've ever seen, bro. He didn't know how to fucking group up. He wasn't listening to IGL. When we let him IGL, he didn't know what to say, and he was quiet for the half of the game. He would only trash talk us. Then he would ego us that he's tier 3, so he knows better the game than us, even though he said the most dumb shit ever. I don't remember what was that, but he said, oh, I think he said, we said that we need to regroup, and he just jumped solo as a Winston into 5 people and died, and he said that we are terrible at the game, because we should jump with him, even though we said that we need to regroup, and our supports are not regrouped yet because they are coming back from the spawn. And he started blaming all of us. And when we said, bro, you need to look behind and like first see where is your team and then jump in, and you cannot just jump solo into 5 people and die like a platinum player. And then he was like, you have no rights to talk to me. I am tier 3 and I'm way better than you. You don't know anything about this game.
a tier 3 team no other way.
Like, bro, like, Overwatch players are so, like, even comp scene in Overwatch is so bad, bro. You have people that claim to be T3 and they are so bad because they won the fucking GM in a fucking pack of Lace chips, because basically they made new account and now every single new account is already in GM. You can have no brain cells, you just make new account and you are already in GM. And these players then go fucking scream. They look for the high level team that is 4.5k, and then that's what you play with, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, that's like one of the reasons why I stopped playing Overwatch as a professional player as well. Not only ranked is cooked, but also because ranked is cooked, now these people come to comp scene or pro gamer scene, and then you have people that claim to be GM and they don't know how to hit shots on Ana, bro. Or they just dive solo as a tank and they fucking die, bro. And they blame the whole team, bro. Like, you just cannot, like, even comp is like cooked in this game right now.
In 2025, I put my coaching career aside and came back to being a player. And I had one goal in my mind, hitting Grandmaster. And I did it. Last week, actually. After all these years, I did something that was
Okay, so I guess he left coaching. So I guess his entire project of coaching Polish people also went to shit. And honestly, it makes sense. And honestly, I know it's gonna happen because I already had that plan and I actually had a good vision. Probably way better than all of these guys, respectfully. But I just like when they were like sugarcoating it and they like were dreaming about it, just like I was. Like, I actually, besides dreaming, I actually had a raw vision and I could actually see what's actually going on. Besides just gaslighting myself that, oh, I'm gonna find people that are actually gonna improve at the game and they actually gonna be willing to play and stuff, bro.
was not a long time ago something available only in my dreams. After achieving it, I started to reflect about how I did it and how Overwatch affected me as a person. So let's start with something that is probably the main reason for some of you for being here. And that is, in my opinion, most important tips on how to be a better and achieve higher ranks in Overwatch. First of all, responsibility. A lot of guys are mentioning it,
AKA drop your ego and focus on yourself. That's true.
but I will still say it here. Your teammates are not the reason for you being a hard stack. Blaming
Bro, like, honestly, I hate when people bring this, like, okay, I love when people bring the responsibility / drop your ego in Overwatch, but bro, like, Overwatch is not a game when you can be like the best player and solo carry it. Like, you have people like Dafran that can technically solo carry games, but bro, like in Overwatch, it's less of solo carrying, it's more about bringing as much value to your team as possible. But still, even if you bring shit ton of value, at the end of the day, you still can get cooked. So like, the point is, you should focus on yourself, on improving yourself, because the better at the game you get, the more chances you got to win a game. But at the same time, you cannot just win every single game but being the GOAT at this game. Because if you even you have aimbot or Widow Widowmaker, all it takes is one enemy tank that plays D.Va and knows that you have aimbot and like you're cooked, bro. And you cannot solo carry game. Because then tank is gonna eat your all shots, you won't be able to hit headshots, you won't be able to one-shot people. Tank can also one-shot you, because it's fucking D.Va with rockets and you have 175 HP on Widowmaker. So even you have fucking aimbot and you're an enemy and the only enemy tank has brain, then you can still lose every single game, bro. Like, Overwatch has two strong abilities to be able to like solo carry games. Like in Rainbow, sure. In CSGO, sure. Even in Valorant, sure. What other games, bro? League? Kinda, because you can like fucking snowball, because you can feed. But in League also, like an enemy team can also have one fed person that can also like just counter you and ruin your game. But like, bro, like I get what he's saying, but we need to like stop this entire thing that you can solo carry games in Overwatch as well. Because like you can, bro. Like put me one person in the lobby that's gonna play alone without other teammates and play against people that are on the same rank, bro. In like, let's say Plat. Or actually put Dafran solo without support anything into a lobby with 6 or like actually 5 other Platts players, and I want to see him solo kill 5 people without kills, without any people on his team. If he's gonna do that and he's gonna climb up ranks while playing solo against 5 people, then I'm gonna agree that you can solo carry games in Overwatch. If he's not gonna do that, then you can't. Then it's only giving your team the most amount of reasons as you can to win a game, but it's still your team fucking win and not you.
Blaming them only blocks you from developing.
Actually, that would be a good challenge for content creators, because like they've been doing fucking Road to GM like 20,000 times past 2 years. I want to see someone play actually solo the game and actually play against platinum players and win games and get a rank.
And makes it harder for you to look into your own flaws. If you really want to climb, then you will just do it no matter what. At my rank up games, I had a tank in my team that literally gave up after 1 round and was AFK.
And you killed 5 people with Ana. Definitely. Aura farming Kong, yeah. City Professor. Bro, is that your Sentinel? Like, honestly, Juan Pablo Senko. Oh no, oh no. Bro, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that was you, bro. Like, the name and the fucking hog, bro, and doing this, like, this has to be you, bro. On, like, your 10,000 account. And especially on this map, yes, bro, and especially on this map,
The end of the game. But I knew that these games happens, and I have it in me to go further. After that, I won every single match. What I
Also, he basically didn't win that game. So, okay, I thought he's gonna say, yo, so my tank was FK, but you know, you can... It's not your team's fault. It's like you can win games. So if my tank was AFK, I solo carried that game as Ana and I killed everyone and we won that game because I can solo carry, because it's Overwatch, you can solo carry and it's never your team's fault, right? Come on, bro, like stop spreading this bullshit, bro. Like,
yes.
we need to stop saying this, bro. Like okay, we need to keep saying that you should improve, you should not never blame on your team. And you should like take responsibility and focus on your own mistakes and improve at the game, because that helps you win games. But still you cannot solo carry because like you can, bro. And this hog was fucking like give an example, bro. If your tank is AFK, you cannot solo carry even if you are the GOATest, the best support player, the best DPS player. If your tank is AFK, you cannot win that unless enemy tank is also AFK, or he's like basically so trash that he's AFK.
Some games will be unwinnable, but if you have what it takes, you will go farther sooner or later. You are the only player in your team whom you have influence on.
I mean, that's true, again, and like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if you are like the GOAT, if you are a GOAT at the game and you are really good, then you should win more games than you lose, but still, you still can be unlucky, bro. And honestly, both I did it and also I saw actually someone make video on YouTube about it that proved my point, because at first I thought I was just delusional and maybe I was coping, even though I never cope and I'm always like looking at myself with no ego. But I thought maybe I was just coping. But then I actually saw a YouTube video that proves my point, and basically when you make new account in Overwatch, I don't know how it works, but somehow you get better teammates than on old account. I had old account, I started playing Overwatch on that account in like 2018-16 or whatever, and basically on that account I have so many terrible teammates that I can just watch the VOD, and with my game knowledge, I can see that these people do not know how to play this game, and they should not be even in Plat or Diamond. And when I created new account that got instantly in GM, by the way, when I played on that account, before I got GM, when I played with like Platinum players and Gold players during my placement games, my first placement games, I saw that these people in Diamond actually had a game sense and they were actually good at the game. Like, I watched VOD and these players that I got on my team were like 10,000 times better than teammates I get on my normal account that's been hard stacking diamond for like 5 years. So there is something to it that that new accounts just have better players in your team. I don't know how it works, but it's actually a thing. And not only I experienced that on my own account, but also I saw someone make YouTube video that actually proved it. And this guy had the same thing, bro. And he made multiple accounts, and on multiple accounts, he was still getting better teammates than on his main account that was hard stacking plat or something for like years. So it's actually a thing in Overwatch. And I don't know how it works, but it's actually a thing, bro.
You are the only player in your team whom you have influence on. Use that, be responsible, be open-minded for your mistakes, and don't be afraid to learn. For example, I developed as a player, but not only watching pro players and guides, but also by discipline. In my games, I keep focusing on not making the same common mistakes. I, myself, have a problem with cover usage, and it's often a cause for stupid.
Bro, that reminded me of watching his guides when I was in his coaching academy, bro. Like, he was like doing Anna, I think, or like team coaching or something, where he was like basically coaching the entire team, and he was in that VOD, bro. Holy Jesus, bro. This guy had, I think, like Masters 1 or something back then. He had like no fucking cover usage, bro. Like at that time, I was actually fucking shocked that he's even Masters, bro. Like his cover usage was so bad, bro. He was constantly in the open. He was constantly dying in the open. And he was like Masters 1 back then. And like when I was watching his gameplay, like that also like made me feel like, how the fuck am I fucking Diamond 3 and he's Masters 1? When he's like both aim and both cover usage is so like not even close to mine, bro. Like and I don't play support, bro, but my cover usage was like 10,000 times better than his, bro. And he's Masters 1, bro. So like that also made me feel like, okay, so how the fuck you telling me that if you improve at the game and like your teammates are not the reason why you get better at the game, or like it's not your team, you have to be like the best, and if you are the best at the team and you actually good at the game, then you're gonna rank up. Then how the fuck you are Masters 1 when you don't know how to use cover, you're constantly in the open, you constantly die, you constantly overextend, and how the fuck am I in Diamond 3 when I have like 10,000 times better cover usage than you, and also overall game sets as well. So how the fuck you are Masters 1 and I'm Diamond 1? When you say that if you are actually good at the game, then you can solo carry games and you can actually get better rank. So how are you better than me rank wise? When I'm like, when like skill base, I'm way better than you as a player. Like, bro, like there is like I can still find more arguments that you cannot solo carry in that game, bro. Like there is like, bro, you can, bro. I can keep going, bro. And also like no disrespect to Oshak, bro. Like he's the GOAT still. Like I actually like really fucking like this guy, and also like I actually saw improvement in him, and he's like way better than he was. So like shout out to him. But like still at that time when he was coaching me, bro, like I was like way better on him than him on Anna, and he was Masters 1 and I was like Diamond 5 on support, and he's telling me that skill is all that makes you like better at the game, and if you are like skilled and if you improve as a player, then you're gonna get the ranks because your team doesn't matter, bro. And like now you're just proving my point that like team does matter, because you as a player back then were like way worse than me, and you had like way better rank than me. So I think it came out of summer, you know. It wasn't like your aim, your positioning, your game sense, because all of those things I got better, bro, and like way better, and you got higher rank than me. So how did that happen? I guess I don't know.
Devs. The only cure for that is being disciplined and constantly thinking about it. After some time, it will become more natural for you, and you will be closer to becoming a better player. Also, if you are learning harder things in Overwatch, for example new characters, it is good to partition a good bit of your daily Overwatch grind only for that. For instance, I wanted to learn to play better in general as Zenyatta. I play around 2 to 3 hours daily, so I use my first 45 minutes of that time to play that character. These games will be hard, and maybe even because of my skill tree I will lose, but still, these games will bring me one step closer to being a better player. While we are here, I would also like to mention how important it is not to be afraid to lose. The big defeat screen at the end of the game is just a part of your development. When you're learning, it's a given that you will fail, but that every fail will bring you closer to being a better player. So even when you fail because of your own mistakes, or maybe because your team was throwing, as long as you're committed to learn, you will get better, and you will get higher ranks. But discipline also means...
I know. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like, every time I hear this, I remind myself of one time when I was grinding Pharah, just Pharah to improve at her. I've played 3 games, ranked. I won 2, I lost 1. I watched VODs and I played really bad in those games, you know, because these were my first 3 games of the day. I like watched myself play and I make so many mistakes. I noted them, and I still won 2 games and lost only 1, even though I played absolutely terribly. Then I played next 4 games. I have a note of all of mistakes I made, like in front of me. I played 4 next games. I lost all of them. I watched VOD of all of those games, and I haven't made a single bad decision. Or if I made a single bad decision, it was based on my team comms, because someone told me to do something, and I was like, okay, I cannot win by myself by playing as I normally do. So I'm gonna try to play for my team. So I either made mistake because my team told me to do something and I decided to listen to them, or because my teammate like did something, like for example, I cannot bring the like specific idea, bro, but there was like specific thing that my teammate did that like basically it wasn't my fault. It was kind of my fault, but it was more because of my teammate, because he did something. I cannot bring this up, but like there was like something really specific, bro. I think it was like, for example, that my teammate told me to go in as a Pharah with Barrage, and I was in his LOS, and he told me go in, I'm gonna nano you, and I went in and he didn't nano me. Like, or like Zarya didn't give me bubble, like this type of mistake. So it was my mistake because I went in and died, but I listened to my teammate, and also my teammate told me he's gonna nano me or give me bubble, but he didn't. So like technically it's my mistake that I did this, but in reality it's not my mistake, but my teammate's mistake, because they told me to do it and they didn't do what they were supposed to do. So before I played 3 games, I won 2, I lost 1, where I made a lot of mistakes, but I win 2 games. Then I played 4 games where I played literally perfectly without any mistakes, and I lose 4 of them. And it was 4 games in a row. And they were perfect, bro, with no ego, bro. I had my notes, what I did wrong. I also were watching other things that I should not do, besides the things that I noted in the notes, and I still lost 4 games in a row, even though I played perfectly. So tell me you can solo carry games in that game, and that it's you and not your team, bro. Like, bro, like honestly, again, you can make winning games easier if you improve at the game, and they're gonna be easier, but even you can be just unlucky and get like trash team every single time, and you're still not, you can still lose games only based on your luck, bro. There is no like specific ranking system that sometimes gives you better players, sometimes gives you worse players, to make sure that you have like 2 games with good teammates and then 2 games with bad teammates. It doesn't exist, bro. It's random, bro. So you can get 10 games in a row with trash teammates, lose every single one of them even if they play perfectly. Then you can get 2 games with good teammates, win them, and then you can get another 10 games with trash teammates that are unwinnable games, bro. It's all about, it's still luck, bro. There is no specific system in Overwatch that gives you, for example, 5 games with good teammates, then 5 games with bad teammates, or for example, two games with good teammates, then 2 games with bad teammates, then 3 games with bad teammates, then 3 games with good teammates. It's always random. You can get 10 games with bad teammates, 2 games with good teammates, 20, maybe not 20, but like 5 games with bad teammates, 1 game with good teammates, another 11 games with bad teammates, another 2 games with bad teammates, and you're gonna lose no matter how good you are, bro. Like, it's still random, bro. Like maybe I think if they brought back SR and you would actually play with people that have the same SR, and there would be no fucking random system that is like, if you win, sometimes you get more points, sometimes you get less points. It depends on a random spin wheel machine that Blizzard is just like fucking using to determine your rank. Then maybe it would work, bro. But in this game, when now you create a new account and you get GM immediately, like, and I'm playing Pharah in GM lobby and my Ana cannot hit me mid-air, then like, bro, like,
managing your time in a responsible way. Grinding blindly for many hours won't make you any better. Decide how much.
Lua, if you are still here in the stream, I think now you understand my point with Coco. Bro, like, it's so, bro, like, it's the most basic thing, bro. You don't need to have any special knowledge, coach knowledge, to know that just blindly grinding any game, like DBD or whatever the game is not gonna improve you, bro. It's such a basic knowledge, bro. You don't need to have to be like specific coach to know that if you just grind game without actually taking notes or like acknowledging your mistakes, you're not gonna improve, bro. Besides improving your aim, because it's muscle memory.
Can you play in a day so that the time you spend on the game is actually efficiently spent on improvement? It is also important for you to have an actual life. If you feel like you are tired,
okay, I get the point, bro. Like, you need to take breaks, but hell no.
and you don't use your 100% of your energy for a game, or Overwatch is becoming too big of a part of your life, then just go do something else.
And that's what I did, bro. Okay, socialize. Hell nah. Not people. Touch grass, sure. I love walks, but hell nah. But yeah, bro, like, that's why I took my break from Overwatch. The 4 months break. And that's why now I actually want to play this game again. But I don't know if I'm gonna play ranked, bro. I'm gonna try to actually go back to ranked and actually have that mental that don't care about teammates and just play like the most core hero, like for example Cassidy, and just focus on myself, bro. Like now I think when my mental is fresh and I don't think about terrible Overwatch competitive system and randoms and think after playing DBD and like actually looking at my own mistakes and improving myself, then I think now I might be able to actually jump into ranked in Overwatch and actually have new fresh mental that's gonna help me improve, and maybe I will hit masters on DPS. We'll see. I will try this though at some point. For now I just wanna have fun, bro, but I think I'm gonna try to like reach masters or something, or maybe I'm sure I will try to redust my GM account that got dropped to I think masters 5 after like 3 ranked resets when I didn't play on that account, or diamond 5. I think it's even in diamond now. Anyways, I'm gonna like maybe try to hit masters on one of those accounts. Masters is easy now. I don't know, bro. Like I don't know, bro. People hit GM with just playing. Yeah, but like, so yeah, like this brings my point that you don't have to be skilled at the game. It's still luck and it's still like randomness, and like you can be the worst player in this game and still end up with GM nowadays because the competitive system is so trash and this game is so reliant on like entire team and not on one person. So like, bro, like first of all I got the GM account where I played Pharah, and I got Ana player with GM1 that couldn't hit shots on me when I was mid there, bro. Hello? Like, that's the ability that every single platinum player has, bro. So like, what is this guy doing in GM1, bro? And then I'm watching my friend, bro, playing like Masters 1, and she's playing only fucking Baptist, bro. She's missing half of her shots. She has terrible positioning. She has mid-aim, and she's somehow winning games because her tank is goated in like most of the games. And then we have this guy, Ojewek, Little Eagle, that also back then, I don't know, now he might be a goat, bro. I don't know. I haven't played with that guy for like months, so I'm not gonna like insult him by any means, you know? And I don't have like any reason to like insult this guy, bro. Like, I like him a lot. But like, when he was coaching people and he had that Master 1 or something on support, and I was in my almost prime in Overwatch, like I was way better than him in like every single aspect of support gameplay, and he was Masters 1 and I was Diamond 5, bro. So like, all of these things still prove that like, even if you are the GOAT at this game, it's still like random, like like, okay, I'm gonna phrase it in different words to like not say that being good won't make you GM. The time it's gonna take you to hit GM is still gonna be dependent on your luck and your teammates, bro. If you are the GOATest player ever, you're gonna hit GM, but for one person it might take 1 year, for one person it may take 2 years, and for one person it may take like even a few months, bro. And even if they are all the same skill base, it like still depends on like your team and your luck of everything, bro. So like, the same person with the same skill level can still hit the same rank at a different time, just because of how random getting rank in this game is, because it's based on both the random fucking points that you get at the end of the game that are like basic, like they are random, bro. Like, you win game that is unwinnable and you get only 10% progress because it was somehow expected to be won, and then you lose a game against 4 smurfs and people that have higher ranks than you, and you lose more points because you were supposed to win that game, when even on paper an enemy team has higher ranks than you, because you have 4 diamond players and 1 master, and enemy team has 3 masters and 2 diamond players. So how does that work, bro?
Socialize, touch grass, or commit to your work or hobbies. And lastly, for the tips, it is also very important to be confident in what you're doing. You shouldn't doubt yourself because some guy who didn't see daylight since Overwatch 2 came out screams at you in chat, "Where's my killing?" after dying from overextending when you, as support, were setting up on an angle to be ready for an engage with your team. Some people, as the support in this situation, wouldn't care, but some of them would start asking themselves questions like, am I doing a good thing? Not everyone has a problem with confidence about their actions, maybe even most of the people watching this video, but I had that problem and I know some people who also did. There are 2 main
Oh yeah, that's another reason why I suck in solo queue in Overwatch, because I have big knowledge about this game and big game sense and everything. When I play this game, I expect my teammates to do something, even if I say something to them to do something, or I just expect them to do it without telling them to do it. I just expect people to do something both in my team and enemy team, and I'm doing something that pro player would do, that is a proper play, and then I have a fucking flanking Mauga on my face, and I die, and I lose the game because of that. Like, that's another big problem of me. Like, I play ranked and I expect people to play this game properly, and then I have Mauga and it's like I'm gonna flank for 20 minutes and my team is still winning team fight even though their tank is AFK, and I'm gonna go on the flank. That is like the most random flank ever, and I should not be here, but I'm gonna go on the flank. Oh, there is Anna here that is trying to do a huge anti-nade from the flank, and he kills me, and I'm losing the game because of that, bro. Because there was a fucking flanking Mauga, bro, for whatever reason. And it also ties up to the luck like thing of Overwatch, bro. Like, I lose games even if you improve as a player and you learn how to play the game, then you're gonna die and lose so many games because you're gonna lose to people that don't know how to play this game. So even if you improve at the game, you're still losing because of random things, bro, and because you are unlucky. Because you improved of the player, you improved your positioning, you improved your decision making and everything, and you have all of those things improved, and then you run into the game where you play correctly as you should, and there is a fucking flanking Mauga, bro. Like, I can't, bro. Like, no, bro. Like, this game is so about luck, bro. Improving at this game is so about luck that is so crazy, bro. It's not even a joke, bro. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I think I'm gonna... Like, now I actually want to go back to Overwatch with my clear mindset and, like, actually, you know, focusing on myself, not teammates. And I actually want to, like, hop into ranked and try to, like, get masters. At least masters on DPS, because, like, I'm not gonna say GM because I don't think it's, like, possible. I mean, I think... Honestly, I think I would be able to hit GM, but I need at least duo, bro. Like, if I played support and I had tank duo, then I think it would be possible for me to hit GM. But solo, hell no. But like realistically, I know that I'm capable of hitting masters on at least on both tank and both DPS, because I already did it on my like main account, not my Smurf that just got GM right away, but on my main account. So I know that I'm capable of hitting masters, at least 5. So I actually want to go back to this game and try to hit masters with like clear mindset, where I'm not focusing on my teammates, where I'm just focusing on myself. I mute team chat and I just focus on my mistakes, take notes, and like just full grind. For example, one hero, and like for example Cass, because it would be like the best hero to learn. And like I think Cass is still like one of the strongest DPSs in the game, especially his guns. And like Cass is like perfect hero to learn because he's like the most core FPS hero. You just shoot and then you like focus on your aim and on your positioning and decision making. You don't need to like focus on like dashes, like weird mechanics. You just shoot, aim, focus on what you're doing, and that's it, bro. So I want to actually try this. Just play only Cassidy, take notes, and improve. It would be cool if I could get like coach that will also like coach me, but this might be tough because I don't have any contacts because nobody knows me. So yeah, and just to see if I can actually hit masters now when I don't focus on my teammates and I focus on myself, and if I actually improve. Well, honestly, I'm gonna do this, but I'm not ready yet. I mean, I'm ready right now because I have good mindset and I haven't touched Overwatch for 4 months. But at the same time, I kind of want to play Overwatch right now on quick plays and just have fun in the game, because I don't want to just go back to Overwatch after 4 months of break just to hop into ranked, get mad, and like drop the game again for another 4 months after like playing this game for like a week or 2, because I'm gonna get mad that I'm not winning games on ranked even though I'm improving as a player. So I'm gonna do this. I don't know when yet, but I'm definitely gonna do this. But for now, I'm just gonna like focus on having fun in Overwatch. You can coach me on DPS. That's actually valid, bro. That would be awesome, because you're actually high in ranked and you also scream with good teams, and you also got coached by I think Spylo or Jake. So I guess you'll be awesome coach. We can do that.
Reasons.
I'm gonna be the next Gaming for Hope. I'm gonna have coach, and let's see if I actually come back to this game with resetted mindset, and I'm gonna actually focus on myself and on my teammates like fully without coping. We'll see if I'm gonna actually improve and get at least masters. And if I do, then you can blame me, and y'all gonna be right that teammates does not matter. It's all about you. And I was just trash at the game and I was just complaining about my teammates. So if I actually don't focus on my team, I'm gonna do that challenge with a coach. I'm gonna focus only on myself. I'm gonna mute team chat. I'm just gonna fully focus on my own mistakes. I'm gonna note them. I'm gonna improve. And if I actually hit at least masters from Diamond 5, then I'm gonna admit that I was wrong here, and I'm gonna spread the message that you can solo carry games in that game. If I won't, then my point still stands.
Why in Overwatch it's best to be confident in your actions. First of all, confidence means greater performance. For example, when you play as Kiriko, you want to
First note about confidence. That's why ego is also good in competitive games. Like, ego is a terrible thing in general, because if you are egoistical 24/7, you cannot see your mistakes and you just don't improve. If you don't like note your mistakes, you just say, oh, I'm perfectly fine, I didn't do anything wrong. Then if you have this type of ego, then you're not gonna improve. But if you have the type of ego that you only use mid-game, where you tell yourself, I'm the best player in that game, I'm gonna smoke everyone is us in this lobby, I'm the best here, then this is a good ego because it boosts your confidence confidence, but it doesn't make you mistakes. Okay, sometimes if you have like super high ego and you like start doing dumb shit in game, then it's bad. But if you have this type of ego that only like you still think how you should play the game and you still focus on playing the game properly, but you also have ego that you think that you are the best player in the game, in the lobby, then it boosts your confidence and you are better. So this type of ego is good, but the other ego when you are egoistical behind, like after the game is doing coaching and you cannot admit your mistakes, that's a bad ego. And people need to finally learn about those two things, that there is something like good ego and bad ego. Because every time you say ego, everyone thinks it's a bad thing, but ego can be a good thing as well. You just need to know how to use it to your advantage.
You want to play mostly on more aggressive angles alone, or, if it's possible, with your DPS. But there may be situations when your backline will get dived. You may help them by teleporting to them or stay with your DPS to support him. What would be the right or wrong decision depends deeply on the context, but the most important thing is after you make that decision, you need to fully commit to it. Deal with any threat that is in front of you and ignore things that you don't have control of. And secondly, it's just better for your head. By second guessing yourself, when you already know what to do, it may also affect your mentality. Also, when someone is bothering you, just mute and ignore them. It is the best decision that you can do in this kind of...
Like honestly, I think in Overwatch, especially, it's better to just mute yourself and don't even like talk with people. Because you'll be like, oh, but like when you're talking to people, like some people may listen to and stuff, bro. Like in most of the games, when I IGL in every single game, no one is listening, bro. Like literally no one, bro. Maybe I get 1 out of 10 games where someone's gonna listen, and just because they listen doesn't mean that they still gonna execute things I'm saying the right way. And also doesn't mean that this game is gonna be won just because they listen to me. So in my opinion, especially if you play hitscan DPS or like really aim dependent role or like just any hero that is like really skill based, you need to like basically focus on a lot of things, like for example Genji, Tracer, even Sojourn, or like on support it will be like Ana or Lucio. Like in my opinion, you should not call. It's better to just mute chat so people don't trash talk you, don't ruin your mentality, and also so you don't like waste your focus on telling people what to do when they're still not gonna listen, or even if they listen, they might do it the wrong way because they are trash, because they are in the same rank as you, but you should not be in that rank, so they're not gonna listen or they're gonna do bad things. So I think you should still fully like just mute comms and just focus on playing your own game and just focusing on your own gameplay, because you're gonna get way much more value out of that than just like, and you're gonna also improve as a player when you actually focus on yourself and on calling on your team what they should do. Then you would improve when you would like actually call to your teammates that are not gonna listen. Just mute the chat and focus on yourself, bro.
Situations. But the title of this video and the introduction says that this isn't just a guide. So let me shut up about the tips and let's just jump into what I really want to talk about in this monologue, and that is how my journey with Overwatch helped me become a better version of myself in real life. Mainly...
Bro, I knew he's gonna say something like this. Okay, time for a bingo card. What is he gonna say? He's gonna... I don't know, bro. I honestly don't know his personal life, so I won't say that his Overwatch experience helped him in his relationship with his girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. Because like, I don't know if he has a girlfriend or boyfriend, but like, I can tell that definitely like the ego part and like watching, like focusing on your own mistakes, it would definitely help you improve all your relationships, but let's just let him cook,
Achieving
bro.
GM made me realize how this journey had helped me become the person I am today. Overwatch helped me understood more about the learning process and how to actually achieve greater goals. You could say that it made me more stubborn. For example, this year I wanted to learn the basics of snowboarding, so I went for a lesson. My first rides were horrible. My ass was killing me after so many fails. But I didn't give up. I wasn't scared of falling because I knew that's what it takes to learn. So I tried again and again, and at the end of the day, I wasn't falling anymore. I was actually riding.
Okay, but was there your Anna that would not nano you when you skateboard or snowboard? Or was there like Tank that was throwing your snowboarding? Like he would like, you know, snowboard in front of you and then like fucking flip so you flip over him? I think no, right? It's like sort of thing. So like... Sorry, I had to, bro.
Yeah, maybe slowly and unsteadily, but I was doing it. And that is just one of the examples how Overwatch made me realize how to actually work to be better.
Okay, like honestly, I get what he's saying, but in context of Overwatch, it's like it's kind of bad example, not gonna lie. Like saying that, because basically what you said with snowboarding is the more I'm gonna try, the more I'm gonna snowboard, the better I'm gonna get. But like in Overwatch, it doesn't work like that. The more you play, like you basically said even before that, like just grinding won't make you better at the game. You need to actually like take notes, and then like improve on those things, and also you need to kind of adapt to your team. Like in snowboarding, you don't have a team. So I get the part that you need to like constantly go back to it and like, you know, improve. But like in snowboarding, you don't even like you don't have any like mistakes to note, bro. Because snowboarding is all about like balancing, like just getting used to it. It's like getting better aim at Overwatch. So like I don't know if that's a good example, but I see what he's like, what's his point, bro.
I also realized how the game helped me in being a better leader and a teacher for.
I remember your last coaching sessions. And why you stop doing that? No, like jokes aside, bro. Like I'm not gonna shit talk on Ozhevek anymore. But like, yeah, like this is true, bro. Like I can definitely see that he improved a lot as a teacher and coach, and like it makes sense, bro. Like coaching people in Overwatch, like just helps you in coaching in general. It translates to everything, bro. In my case, it translates to like coaching people in other games. Even recently in Dead by Daylight with my team, like I like even though I don't know a lot about the game, or I'm gonna phrase it differently. Like, I know a lot about the game, but I don't know a lot about comp scene in DBD. Like, even though I don't have a knowledge about this game, I can, just because I have a coaching skills, like, I can translate the Overwatch coaching skills to other games. I just need to then learn the other games, how the pro scene works in other games, and then I can still be a good coach in those games because I have the coaching skills from Overwatch. And also the same coaching / leading skills translate to real life. Like, in my case... Aha. Hold on, be right back. Like, other example from my real life, why, like, how coach, like, teaching people in Overwatch and being IGL in Overwatch, like, translated to my real life. When I worked at restaurants, like, we had terrible boss that basically didn't give a fuck about us, about our team, or, like, just cooks on the, or chefs in that restaurant. So, basically, when he wasn't there, I would be, like, the IGL or, like, the head chef of that restaurant, even though I wasn't, like, technically the head chef, because my boss had too much ego to admit that, even though, like, he saw that everyone loved when I was like the head chef of that restaurant, because I actually cared about other people, I actually helped them, and I also wasn't harsh on them. I would like lead them the right way, and like all like the same thing, bro. Like the skills from Overwatch, from coaching people and being IGL in Overwatch, also helped me be IGL in real life, because like those skills translate, bro. Just knowing how to talk to people, how to behave, how to like make them like actually remember things, but not like be harsh on them, and like just knowing how to explain stuff to people, like all of those skills from Overwatch translate to real life, bro. So I see, like I absolutely agree with him here. So you're a Polish Gordon. I would say I'm better Gordon Ramsay. When it comes, no ego, when it comes to Asian food, I'm way better than Gordon, because he has no fucking idea how to cook Asian food, bro, properly. But when it comes to other stuff, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, bro.
For others. Being an Overwatch coach doesn't only mean that you have knowledge about the game, but also it should mean that you know how to pass on that knowledge and how to talk to people. You can inspire someone to push themselves farther and help them achieve things that they will be proud of. They also helped me become a better listener, because for a long time my weakness was that I couldn't resist butting in on someone else's statements. But most of all, it helped me build confidence. I have learned that I shouldn't be scared of trying. This video is an example of it. I've never made anything similar to this. I know it has its flaws and errors, but I will learn from it. Right now I'm learning how writing a script can be a pain in the ass, but I hope it's not that bad. Even if some people will hate this video for some reason, I won't care, cause I'm
Bro, Ozhevek, I love you so much, bro. Like, you know this, bro. Like, all hates aside, you're the GOAT. That's all I can say. And that's what you said is the right mindset. You should not give a fuck about other people's opinion. Especially nowadays, when there is so many dumb people on internet, that honestly, I think we should actually start making like when you have driving licenses, that you need to pass exams to be able to drive a car in public, to make sure that you won't hurt anyone. Like, honestly, at this point, there is so many dumb people on the internet that we should also make fucking licenses for using internet. To make sure that, first of all, those dumb people won't hurt other people, they won't just hate and blame like anyone, or like just spread misinformation or whatever. And also to protect those people that are so dumb, so they won't get, first of all, scammed on the internet. They won't get like fooled by AI nowadays, because AI is now a big problem. So that's also a huge thing, that some people should not use internet to not get fucking manipulated or whatever by AI. So honestly, I think that wouldn't be a bad idea, to be honest. But like, actually, as stupid as it sounds, I think we should actually make this thing, bro, real. That you need to have a license, you need to pass a certain like test, that like just like you need to have certain amount of IQ to actually be able to use internet nowadays, to prevent all of those things I just said before, bro. I know it sounds stupid, but like at this point, I think some people should go through that exam, and we should like remove some people from internet based on what they're saying or what they're doing on the internet.
made it not only to help others, but also for myself. I wanted to share my thoughts after hitting Grandmaster, which is an extremely important goal for me. Mainly because Overwatch is a big part of my life. Throughout the game, I've met a lot of people and some of them are currently my close friends that I couldn't imagine my life without. But also the journey to this moment was bumpy. The ride wasn't all sunshines and rainbows. Sometimes I struggled because of some people that made me feel miserable. I felt like I had to live
Especially in Polish Overwatch community.
up to their expectations, but I finally realized that it was pointless. The most important thing, especially in game like
Bro, like, I need to like address this one more time, bro. Ain't gonna lie, like being in Polish Overwatch community made my mental like fucking unbreakable. But at the same time, when I finally left the Polish Overwatch community, the fucking full toxic, full ego, where everyone is basically talking to a fucking wall that is only talking shit back. Like, bro, after I left that Polish Overwatch community and just left some people in my friend group that were actually cool and normal from that community, bro, like my life became like 10 times better, bro. Like I became way more happy, way more confident, way more fucking like I just started enjoying my life and video games and everything like 10 times better, bro. Once I finally left that full toxic community. I don't like regret that I was in that community because again it shaped me as a person, it made me fucking strong, it made my mental unbreakable. But at the same time, bro, like it was such a relief when I finally left that community, bro. I can't lie.
like Overwatch is to do what makes you happy and what will give you fulfillment. I think that this entire video can be summarized by saying that everything I've learned from Overwatch and what made me hit Grandmaster is thanks to a healthy relationship with the game. I believe that everyone has different reasons for trying to achieve higher ranks, but whatever the reason is, the most important thing is to avoid letting it control your life. Cause at the end of the day, it is, as I said many times already, only a game. You can
Like, you know, like that was my problem with this game. It didn't like affect my life in real life, you know, but like when it comes to like healthy relationship with the game, like that was my problem, bro. Like I was like grinding this game to get Grandmaster because I wanted to get into like pro teams. Like I still ended up being in like, let's say, semi-pro teams because we played tournaments. I was even Nigerian these people, I was coaching these people, but it wasn't like the highest level and I wanted to like reach the highest level. But in order to like participate in highest level, you need to hit that GM, bro. So like my goal was to hit GM to just enter those teams. I knew that I had everything that it takes to play in like really good teams because as I said so many times in this video, Overwatch is a team-based game and I was absolutely terrible at playing ranked games or actually at winning ranked games, but I was really good at playing like pro gamer games, you know, like playing scrims with GM players, like playing against even T3 teams. Like I would be really good at those teams and not because my team was good and I was carried, because if that was the case, I would never have better stats and like better gameplay overall, because stats also doesn't matter in this game, but it's another long fucking yap session, so I'm not gonna talk about it right now. But even like the just basic gameplay I had, and when we watch VODs with coach, like I could tell that I was better than my other DPS that was normally like GM in ranked. So I had what it takes, but I still had that, like basically you have this fucking thing, I don't know if it's a thing in other countries, but in Poland, if you want to get a certain job, you need to have fucking papers from university. You need to pass the university and get the paper that you finish at university in order to get a certain job. And you can be like, for example, acting is the best case. I even wanted to be an actor, because if you want to be an actor, if you are a YouTuber, if you have the greatest acting skills, you can fit into a role perfectly. You can remember all scripts and everything perfectly. You still won't become an actor just because you need to have that fucking paper that means literally nothing. Because in order to get that paper, you're not acting, you just need to fucking study the history of fucking like acting and shit, bro, and your language, bro. This has nothing to do with fucking acting skills and how good of an actor you are. It's only fucking like theory, and it's not even theory about acting. It's like literally story about acting, which has nothing to do with acting. It's history of acting, and also it's like learning your language, which also kinda has nothing to do with fucking acting. So like, bro, and it's the same thing with like becoming pro in Overwatch. You can be the best player ever and be like the most goated diamond player that even rolls GM lobbies on scrims, but you still won't get picked up by pro top teams because you need to have that fucking on paper that you are GM. That nowadays means shit because this competitive system is cooked, bro. So like I was forcing myself to hit that GM, not to improve myself as a player because I was really good, but only because I had this shit on paper to like get into better teams. And that's why I was like, so my full mindset while playing ranked games in Overwatch was just to get better rank. It wasn't even anymore about improving myself because I already knew that I'm good at pro play with pro players when I put into those games. So it wasn't about improving my skills, it was more about just getting the rank. But ranked games are way different story than fucking pro teams and screaming in GM lobbies. So I would play games and I would lose those ranked games. I wouldn't be able to get ranked because what I said before, random teammates, you cannot solo carry in that game. Sometimes you get less points for winning the game, sometimes you get more points for winning the game, and I couldn't rank up, bro. And that's what tired me and why I stopped playing this game, because I was just like tired that I want to be pro but I cannot be a pro because I need to have a stupid rank that has nothing to do with my actual skills. And that's why I got tired of this game and I stopped playing Overwatch, because I was just like I wanted to like achieve something and I couldn't achieve it no matter what I was doing, bro. So yeah,
be a grandmaster in anything else in your life if you want to. Don't let Overwatch make you miserable because of lack of time, toxic teammates, or unfulfilled expectations. Who knows, maybe you even learned something from Overwatch. If you did, write it down in comments if you have time. Thank you for watching.
Should I write down that I learned how to give up? No, anyways, W video. Alright, I'ma like this. I'm gonna actually leave him sub. I'm gonna support him because Orzhevek is the GOAT, my coach. I actually remember this guy. Okay, what should I say? I need to leave a comment as well. I want to boost this video because he's good, bro. Okay, I'm gonna say anything basically. Holy yap session, bro. Spent like 2 hours yapping, bro. Like, that's why like Overwatch is like triggering me so much, bro. Like every single time I hear something about Overwatch, it doesn't matter if it's in Overwatch, but even if I play Dead by Daylight and I've heard something about that's related to coaching or Overwatch or whatever, bro, I just have flashbacks of everything I went through in that game, bro. Like, it's like so sad, bro. Like, honestly, I'm so fucking mad at myself that I wasted all of my fucking 8 years of life trying to become pro in Overwatch. That, like, it's just fucking full of bullshit, bro. Like, also, in Overwatch, there was a thing that when I want, like basic, like, I don't know, bro, like it's so fucking sad, bro. Like, my first dream ever was to become a pro gamer, bro. I was dreaming about being a typical pro gamer where you have, like, full team that become your friends, you live in a gaming house, it was like a fucking dream come true, you know? Move to USA or, like, somewhere in Europe, live with your friends that are your teammates in one house, just spend time with them, practice for games, have a coach, play scrims, which is fucking fun, then have a coaching sessions, which is also really fucking fun and I love it, then do, like, gym sessions together with your team, eat like food with your team because you had like your own fucking private chef, eat food with them, spend time with them, and then at the end of the day like have a coaching sessions with them where you like sit in a fucking cinema room and you watch your games with your coach and you're getting coached, and then like have free time where you like just either stream or you like with your teammates solo or you just like go outside with your teammates, bro. Like, that was my biggest dream, and the game I chose, the game I was the best at was fucking Overwatch, where first of all, as I said before, you couldn't be pro if you didn't reach GM level, GM rank. Like, you could be pro play on my level, which is just playing scrims, playing tournaments and winning tournaments, but you could never be a pro player in Overwatch League or Contenders or Open Division or now OVCS, because in order to be pro player in those, actually I don't know about OVCS, I think now OVCS works some like different. Now you can actually be in OVCS if you are not GM, because I think now it's all dependent on faces, but I've got no idea, to be honest. But before, you couldn't be a pro gamer when I was in my prime, because you need to hit GM first and then you could be on those teams. And also when I was the best at Overwatch and I was in my prime, there was no clear way how to actually become pro. There was only that path to pro video that said you need to play local tournaments and then you're gonna get picked up by managers or whatever and then you're gonna be pro. Bro, but there was no information. Where are those tournaments, where you can find them, who is organizing them, what exactly you need to do to like participate in them. There was like no information, bro. And also later on turned out that people that became pros in Overwatch were actually paid people. That became pro not because they were actually good at the game, but because they had friends in like the Overwatch industry that made Overwatch League, and that's why they became pro. And like the best example was the fucking Shanghai Dragons, that basically the entire pro team, Shanghai Dragons, that went 1-40, they lost 40 fucking games in a row. The entire team was just like random ass people that were trash at the game, that the only reason they became pro was because they had contacts, bro. So like literally the game I chose to be the game I want to be pro at, that I dedicated my entire life to, was the game that I couldn't even possibly be a pro gamer, because it was all rigged, bro. So yeah, like I kind of fucking wasted my life on this, bro. Ain't gonna lie. Like, of course, I learned a lot in Overwatch, like the leading, like IGL skills, like fucking coaching skills and everything. But like at the same time, bro, if I spend this much time playing Dead by Daylight competitively, I would be already in fucking Pro League in DBD, or even maybe in League of Legends or Valorant, bro. So yeah, that's kind of fucking sad, bro. At the same time, but at the same time, like whatever happened, I cannot change the past. I can only change my future. So yeah, like that's it, bro.